Hello and welcome to week 2, day 4. And we're continuing the theme of managing your time. So I'm going to give you some tips that I use a lot and share in the workshops that I do. And these are the things that you really have to do. They are the things that are priority and are important in your life. So one thing that can be really helpful is in the morning, if you have a planner or you just like a piece of paper or you put it on your phone, to write down just 3 or 4 key things that if you were to get those done today, it would be an okay day. So you really do prioritize just 3 or 4 important things. And do the hardest thing first. There's a book, one of these time management books called Eat That Frog. And that's basically what it means, is just get that hard thing done first thing in the morning if you possibly can. Another thing when I'm feeling reluctant to do something is that I think about jumping in for 10 minutes. That's what I say to myself in my head, just do 10 minutes. Now, there are some things once you start, you can't give up after 10 minutes, but a lot of things you can just do for a little while. And so that can be a really good tip to help you get started. And then you might do, 20 minutes or 30 minutes, but you give yourself permission to stop after the 10 and you'll have done something. Another thing you can do is to break things down into smaller chunks. So if you have got quite a big project, just trying to see some of the sort of smaller pieces of it, tackle those one thing at a time and try not to sort of be overwhelmed by that big thing that's the overall project. Another thing that we probably don't do often enough is delegate. So sometimes, we're holding on to things, but actually be perfectly fine for somebody else to do it. So let's try to let go of some of the things that we don't really need to do, but somebody else could do. And it's also important to think long-term as well as short-term. Often it's just the things, right in front of us today or tomorrow that seem important. But if we can look further ahead and get a little bit, things done in advance, it can take that pressure off where everything feels like it's on a roller coaster coming at you one thing after the other. And, I find writing things down really important. So I'm super excited because I have my new 2024-2025 diary. I do love it. I do a bit of paper, a bit of internet as well. I have all my Outlook calendar and various notes and so on. But I do love a paper diary. And this one goes from July right through to December 2025. So I'm very excited to get that. Now, today, there's no breath work. Instead, it will be at the end of the live session, which will be coming up later on today. So do join me then if you possibly can. And if not, I will see you next week. Bye-bye.